Hello, we are here at the Bear Creek Provincial Park Campground, a very popular park near Kelowna, BC.
And we want to show you a tour around the park, our top picks for sites, and all the amenities. They have 143 sites here, and several of them are double sites, so bring your friends. And it's a really popular park in the summer, so definitely make a reservation.
They've got lots of water spigots in the park, and lots of garbage and recycling.
They have several shower houses around the park with bathrooms and showers inside. All right, so double site 102, 103 is what I think is probably the best double site in the park. And here is why. There's a beautiful little path that takes you to essentially your own private beach. So normally the view here would be a lot more spectacular than it is, but there are a few wildfires burning right now around the area, and so all of the smoke from that is blowing in here.
And that is something to note if you're coming here in late summer, that there are often wildfires burning in BC around this time, so you might have to deal with a little bit of wildfire smoke.
The other best double site in this park, in our opinion, is 105 and 106, and it's just as good as 102, 103, the difference being that you actually get lake view as well as your own little lake access point.
One important thing to note if you have Starlink internet is that most of the sites here are like this one and have a lot of trees, so you're not going to get a very good signal. So you want to stick to the ones that are kind of around the perimeter, and in the full hookup area actually, that's fairly open too. So that's your tip for Starlink.
Now, a couple of things that you should note in the park. There is some poison ivy in the area, so be careful when you're walking on any of those little unofficial trails from sites to sites or sites to the beach. This is a particularly large area, I guess, and so they've put a nice sign here so you can see what it looks like and make sure that you don't come in contact because you'll be itchy. Some of our favorite single sites are 23, 25, 27, and 29. And the reason for that is they're a good size, but also they back onto the lagoon where Bear Creek flows into Okanagan Lake. So you get a little bit of extra privacy, a little bit of your own private beach access with the 27 and 29 sites, and it's just cute. And these sites are especially nice if you're bringing your own kayaks or canoes because you can basically walk out the back of your site to the water. And in some cases, you might even be able to lock them up against a tree like these folks have done. So you don't have to go in and out of the water all the time, just come over to your private beach and access your boats.
And behind us, there's a nice big playground for the kids.
Yeah, so if you are traveling with a couple of families, there are a whole bunch of double sites, I think 4 or 5 of them, that back onto the playground. So you might want to consider one of these sites if you're coming with a group, because then the little ones can just access the playground right there.
And that backs on to the swimming beach.
Yeah, and it's sandy here, and whereas the other areas of the beach access are more like a pebble beach. And there is no lifeguard on duty, so it is swim at your own risk. One of the really nice things that we like about this park is that a lot of the waterfront space is dedicated for shared common areas like the picnic area, and you can even rent canoes and stand-up paddleboards here. Something I love about the Kelowna area is the fact that there are bighorn sheep around here, and we saw lots of signs in the entrance of the park about them. Haven't seen any yet, but I've just noticed evidence on the ground about them.
And this is the first provincial park we've ever seen that has its own irrigation system.
Up here at the front entrance at the gatehouse, there is a little hut here with some information about things to do in the park and around the area, as well as history of the park. And there's a nice map of the park and some of the nearby parks. There's a hiking trail across the street, and also on check-in, they give you a paper map, copy of the map with the park rules on the back, which we found really helpful because honestly, we've been to so many parks that don't give or offer any kind of map. and we just kind of have to figure it out. It's nice to have a little map. We have found this park to be very clean and well cared for, and they really care because they want your feedback. So on the way out, you can deposit a feedback slip telling them about your stay.
We had a great time at Bear Creek Provincial Park. Be sure to check out our recent Kelowna video for activity ideas in and around this area.
And gotta check my notes.
And that's right by the public swimming, not public.
Wait, am I on? Oh, I'm on, okay. A couple of wildfires brewing, or sorry, that beautiful bird just distracted me.
All right, take two.
Okay. And, sorry, distracted by ducks again. And I don't know what else to say about that.
Make sure you don't miss the next video by liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.